Welcome to London. We hope you had a pleasant flight. Thank you for flying with us.
I don't know if you guys checked out our IG story, but y'all guessed London. We're right.
That's fresh London air. Thanks, really good. Alright, this is the room.
Let's check it out.
Bigger than Japan. Little TV. Single bed. Little view. Oh, you got a window here. It's open.
Nice.
Nice.
The restroom. Not too bad.
Honestly, we straight took a nap. We immediately took a nap as soon as we got here. And we were like, all right, power nap. We're going to take a 30-minute nap. And that's all we get. We're back and up and at it. Yeah, so we see TK Maxx, the fake TJ Maxx here, and we heard about it and seen it on Instagram, but she forgot about it and was like, oh my god, let's go check it out. And it's exactly like the TJ Maxx. The difference was they say they keep the prices low and stuff like that.
What the
That's
hell?
That thing
Still pretty
was
pricey.
bougie. We haven't ate since the plane, and all the convenience stores or the convenies closed down as well. So
Yeah.
we're like, oh, we need water, we need food, like we're actually dying here, like we need something. So we go to what Americans know best and feel the best. We went to McDonald's. We did get a couple things that are different. So first thing we got was
They still have chicken wraps here. I know they're saying right now in America that they're bringing back the chicken wraps, but in the UK it's a thing and they have different flavors. So we got the spicy one.
the spicy veggie chicken wrap.
Yeah, and then we got a Big Mac, but a chicken Big Mac. And then we got these cheese-filled custard
No, it wasn't custard, but it's like cheese-filled bites, I think they call it.
with marinara sauce.
Robust tomato sauce. And we're like, this is some fancy way to say ketchup. It's our first day in London.
Yeah, now we kind of have a sense and idea of where everything's at today, so that's good.
What'd you get? So we go to the National Gallery, and from there we spent like 2 hours. We seen some paintings from Jesus Christ time or depicting some of Joseph. They were so great. They were like very vivid. We could see the oil paintings and how descriptive they could be and using what they know. We also seen a bunch of just historical battles, paintings from like Italy and stuff like that. One of those like places where we can't get this in America because this is something that they're getting from Europe right across. And all this is definitely like coming from that because the UK doesn't really have this much history other than conquering other places and taking kind of like their history.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. The paintings are huge, vast, grand pictures. And some of these pictures that we show right now are some of our favorite ones that we have. And this one right here was honestly one of my favorite ones. It was simple, but if you look at it in person, just looking at the amount of details, looking at how great it was, and there was also a bunch of tours being given, 3 or 4 ladies giving tours Some of them even have chairs for their groups. And from there, we go down to now the Punjabi restaurant. We actually got to meet the owner. He was right outside. We were setting up the tripod, do our walk-in that we did.
We did get a tour from the owner himself. He's a 4th generation, so it started since 1946, I believe he shared. But now it's with him, and he gave us this really cool tour. We got to see the new side of the building. Apparently it was expanded recently. And then we got to see the underground of it, where apparently the Beatles back then used to go back there. Punjabis and the Beatles. So it was a pretty cool experience to see that. And then just all the pictures that he has throughout the restaurant really does tell a story, like the history of it, which he shared.
Comes in 1951. My father comes in 55. The first Sikh wedding, 1970, 1976. We extend, 84. My dad extends again, 2001.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, 3rd generation. I come along in 2012, and then during lockdown, it was our 75th anniversary. Couldn't do anything major, but we did a lot of seva.
Eventually, we did get to sit down and eat and order some really, really good food.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ay, Dios mío, pero ustedes, ay, Dios mío.
I got chicken tikka. I didn't like the chicken as much. I felt like it was lacking a little bit. And prawns, it was this like appetizer. So we got butter chicken. The butter chicken wasn't like a standard butter chicken. It was like one of those butter chickens that only had 2 pieces with the bone in, but they were huge. It was probably like a thigh that had, the entire meat around it. It was probably one of the better butter chickens we ever had. So he didn't hype it up. It was exactly what it should be. And so he said, if we don't like it, well, too bad.
Yeah, it's a family recipe that they're not changing.
And then the lamb was also very good. Being in the UK, they have a lot of lamb here. And they love making it. So we had to try it, and it was really good. It was very tender, very well seasoned. And so we enjoyed that as well, but just not as good as the butter chicken. We had to get garlic naan. We had to get garlic naan.
Yeah.
And then we got regular plain rice for the butter chicken. And then we also got bullet naan. And so this naan had spices on top, literally just regular old spice and pepper. And then we also got some cheese naan, which we were like, isn't that just a pizza?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, we don't put that on top. We actually cook it in the dough.
Mm-hmm.
So this has like butter and cheese inside of it.
So good.
And it's literally what you could kind of imagine as kind of like a pupusa, like where it's like kind of stuffed.
Kind of.
And so, but it was just tender like a naan, so it's kind of fluffy as well. So it was really good. I enjoyed it. And so from there, we go
to see the king.
Now we go to Flatiron. Those that don't know what Flatiron is, it's basically a steakhouse where they have the cheapest steaks that you can get in the UK. And so they're $14.
14 pounds.
14 pounds, correction.
Yes.
And so we both get one each, but as soon as I get mine, I was like, I said medium rare. This is not medium rare. Look at how not medium rare this is. Like, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna be that guy. we're traveling, let's just eat it, let's just enjoy it. And I couldn't. It was chewy, and Cassandra's like, no, mine's great, it tastes good. And I was like, you're lying to yourself.
I thought I could handle it.
She lied to herself, and she was like, no, I'm good, I'm strong in this, I'm from Texas, we love steak. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him. And so she brings it back. This is medium rare, not fully pink.
Yeah, it looked better.
And so I'm eating mine now. Mine actually is edible, and I down more than half of mine before she even gets like 2 pieces in. I look over, I'm like, you still have like 5 pieces left. Like, you're not eating this. She's like, no, I need to cut it into smaller cubes. Long story short, I had to eat it. I had to help her eat
You
it.
had to eat like maybe 4 pieces.
Out of like 7. Like,
Yeah,
this
we
is-
got the truffle mac and cheese
Yeah.
and the garlic mashed potatoes.
Yes, which started off good, but it was just way too heavy, way too much. So they give you large sides, so I will give them that, but it's just way too heavy. It's just it's not fun after like 5 bites.
And they also start you off with popcorn, random, but
There's popcorn as appetizer,
yeah.
which we were like, okay.
Not even an appetizer, just, you know when you go to a restaurant and you get like chips and dip or like bread and butter? It was popcorn.
The UK does it
Or
different.
even like Texas Roadhouse where you get peanuts, and even that makes sense.
Huh?
Peanuts, and even that makes sense.
Yeah, what's so great about dumb old Texas?
What did you say?
So, but after that, which was also really cool, is we got free ice cream with our meal.
Salted caramel ice cream and chocolate flakes on top. But yeah, it was good, and it was free. So
And so last thing we did for the night, and the best thing we probably did tonight, was ice skating. And let's just say one of us fell, and one of us was scared. We had a lot of fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We were out there for a whole hour, and it was just a blast. We took so many photos and so many videos.
And we were inside the courtyard of the Somerset house. You hear of it like in Bridgerton.
And it was just for ice skating. I think they also had food on the side, but the ice skating was the main attraction, and we did it for a full hour. Nobody fell other than one person, and we're not saying who that was. But somebody was also scared. We're not saying who that person is. We'll let you guys guess. But and that was it. We ended our night. We took the train home, and nice peaceful ride. Fell asleep, and now we're back.
Yeah, a good way to end the night.
So today is the day we went to Baths.
Spa day.
Spa day. We needed it, especially after yesterday.
Yeah.
All that walking. It was crazy. So the UK, there's a space where the Romans used to take baths, and it's actually called Baths. Like, you can look up Baths UK.
Yeah, so we took like a 3-hour bus drive?
3-hour bus. Yeah. Again, the country today was just blew me away. I did not expect it to be that beautiful.
Kind of like Texas in a sense, but with a lot of hills. No, if you're driving through Texas, you see a lot of grass.
It's not that great.
But we got to see the suburbs and everything. So
That-
it was different but cool experience.
Sorry, my throat.
And then we also stopped at Zara.
My bank account.
You know I had to stop at Zara. So we did a little shopping. Zara's here a little different. But
Self-checkout.
yeah, it was still check out.
Yeah. We'll probably go to Zara again, knowing her. So.
Yeah, we probably will.
So
So stay tuned on that.
no, don't stay tuned. It's cut.
But walked around and then eventually we found back and we both tried something new. We tried a Cornish pastry at this place and it was different. It was good. It was like I don't know how to
Pocket, but not.
yeah, and it like not like a huge one, but it wasn't, and it had like a bunch of meat and potatoes in it. It wasn't bad. It was good. And then the pastry, somebody over here.
I never had
like,
it before. All right, epic fail.
And the best way
Oh
to describe this
my
pastry, you
gosh.
guys, is like, have you ever had Lucky Charms, but without the milk and you just eating the charms? Like that texture, that's the best way to explain the pastry.
Yeah.
Just picture a big one and you're biting into it.
Oh. So thermal bath spa. It's like the luxury bath spa.
Yeah.
So it's a short day. We go there, literally go to Thermal's bath spa, and it's beautiful. It's nice. It's the luxury that we paid for, and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like 70 euros per person or something like that. So we get to the spa, and the first thing we do is go to a co-ed locker room, and we're kind of like, whoa, this is different. The UK definitely is very like whatever. Everybody do their thing. And from there we go, there's 4 floors. We go straight to the top. We're like, we want to see the skyline, see the view.
Yeah, we go straight to the hot bath.
Yeah.
And the view was really nice. You see the entire city of Baths while you're up there. And you see the sun setting. So it was just a really cool experience being in the water like that. And then eventually we went down to the indoor pool. And that was really warm as well. And then eventually we went to the amenities. Pretty cool. It's just this one big room, and like you have different options. You can go to a steam room, a sauna, a red light room, and there's another room. What was it? Where you like lay down and you're like looking at the galaxy.
Oh yeah, that's some.
And you're
projector.
sitting on like this marble like sea, and like curves your body. So it was pretty nice. And was that one room with the ice? There's like a room, and you walk in. It's like looks like Chick-fil-A ice. And you like pick up the ice and you're supposed to rub it all over your body. So that was
actually cool. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you forget about that?
I mean, because literally I was just like...
You were so cold.
Yeah, I guess I wanted to forget about that. I hate the cold. I'm terrified of the cold. So now we left the bath spa and we're hungry. We need to hydrate. We need to eat. Well, everything around us is either fast food from America or we're just like, we don't want to try this.
So we went to this one place that showed it was still open. It was a Thai place. We couldn't sit down, so we had to order to go. But it was fun because we got to eat at
the train station.
the train station.
Yeah, we're the only ones eating at the train station. We look like idiots, but I was like,
I don't think we look like idiots. I think people were actually envying us because we were eating in front of them.
That's why, yeah, and it looked good. The food was pretty good too.
Yeah, we got a coconut shrimp.
We got coconut shrimp. We got some chicken.
The lime chicken pad thai.
It was really good.
I had to finish that on the train.
Yeah. And then we got on the train, and so I took the train on the way back home because again I didn't want to spend an hour. And way home, we walked a different way because we're like, hey, we have some time, let's walk. Well, we walked by this Vietnamese shop. Let's just skip it because it wasn't that great. Let's just go ahead. UK doesn't know how to do it. It's not it. It's not it. But that's it. That was our night. We went back home, and that was it. That was our day.
On to the next day.
On to the next one.
Today we went to Kensington. Cute little town in London, by the way. But we went to go visit and walk around just to see a new town. Well,
we woke up super early because we were like, we want to like get photos and do our thing.
And the plan for today was the Natural History Museum.
So we get ready, take the train by 7, and we get to the restaurant. And we're like, hey, it doesn't open till 9. Oh, what do we do? So we're like, hey, there was a bunch of pastry shops right next to the train station. Let's just go back there real quick and get a pastry. So we get a donut, and we think it's a donut. I don't know. It's covered fully in chocolate, and you crack it open. There's like some goo in there, and then we go take photos because we're like, hey, put it down.
While we have time.
Yeah, it came out great. Here's some of the photos that we took. Like, she looks good. She looks real good.
She will be mine.
And so we take the photos. And we finally go get breakfast. It was our first English breakfast.
Yeah, very, very cute little cafe in the corner. And you got the English breakfast. And I got porridge, which was basically oatmeal.
It was straight up oatmeal.
But this must be like a thing in the UK, like porridge itself, because it was a huge bowl of oatmeal. Like, I don't eat that much oatmeal, but I guess they love their porridge here.
And so my breakfast was actually pretty good. A lot of people hate on it. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I liked it. It was simple, good, and also had like semi-cooked egg with the yolk in it, you know, having some arugula, whatever.
Sausage,
yeah. And they had bacon. And honestly, it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. I wouldn't say it's 10 out of 10 because it's not slapping, but it was definitely a good solid 8. Like, I would be like, hey, like, I can eat this. Like, cool. Like, it's hitting all the quotas.
Literally our first English breakfast since we've been here, and it wasn't bad. It was good.
Yeah. But yeah, the next stop we go to is the Natural Museum. You wish that was you, huh?
As soon as you walk in, you're like, I felt like I was in a building like what you see in Harry Potter, like just like the architecture of it in the inside.
And the outside.
Yeah, and like the sculpture in the middle, like it was really pretty in there.
Yeah, so the building itself on the outside was beautiful. Immediately hit with like just like the architecture and all the details and the amount of work and all the restoration they do, because that thing is luxury, and thankfully it's free, so anybody can go, citizen or not. It's made for tourists, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And so
A lot of fossils, artifacts.
They probably stole them from Houston, because a lot of them are from Houston. Let's be honest. You got a boy Darwin. You know how to say what's up to boy. You know, hey, if you can't survive, man. So after that, we went ahead and left to get some food. Second meal of the day.
Yeah, and it was so cool because this place was originally a church, but they refurbished it and made it into a food hall. So when you walk in, it's like immediately this huge, beautiful architecture of a church, but different vendors everywhere selling food.
I don't think we'll ever convert a church to be a food hall here in the States. I think that'd be blasphemy almost to us. So it was really unique to finally go to the church that has the food and the food hall.
Yeah.
To finally experience that. It's all over Instagram.
Mm-hmm. What was your thought on the fish and chips? This was our first time trying fish and chips.
7 fried foods, definitely everywhere else in the world that we've tried so far have been better than America. I guess heavy. They're not as like slowing you down. Like I didn't feel tired after. Like I was like, oh cool. They're very light. The pasta, honestly, I give that a solid 3. Like not eating it again. It was good, but whatever. We now go to Harrods, and this is what she's been waiting for. This is the dream of the dream, the mecca of all shopping in London, UK, honestly.
Biggest luxury department store in Europe.
Straight up luxury. Like you walk in and just smell Gucci, smell Louis, and people like are dripped in luxury. We walk through Hermes. It's a straight up Middle Eastern ladies just like waiting there. And I wanted to straight up go up to them like, hey, what's your husband do? Like,
Stop.
Your second husband, your first husband, like, what they do? Like, I want to find out because I'm so confused. I don't understand. Like, I need that type of money.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I'm trying to treat my girl to Hermes, you know? But instead, my girl is, humble. Love it.
I don't know how humble, because we ended up going to this other store.
Production.
See, don't be on the road too tough, but I still cut you with the local tugs. Coulda ran off the plug, but I kept it real and I showed him love. Lil' bro got the poker touch, where we grow up is so corrupt. Fancy me on the block, go nuts, I'm not in my bag.
And we did secure the bag. And so now again, my bank account hurts, I'm hurting,
Oh my god.
my stomach hurts.
I thought I was humble.
You were humble, but humble is let's just leave and not get anything. But
Okay.
so I humbled myself, I
He
guess.
was the one pushing me. He's like, what you mean?
I'm trying to get my girl whatever she wants. Get that bag, girl. Get that bag. secure the bag. And so I would get the bag and we're like, hey, like let's go eat. Like we're hungry, we're starving.
Yeah. But before we go eat, we see Notting Hill, and
Yeah.
but I mean it was cool seeing it. We saw like a black house, a purple house, pink one, a yellow one.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
That HOA is definitely on it. I'll tell you that. That HOA is there. They're like,
Yeah.
you gotta paint that house and keep it fresh. Right after we leave, we walked around to find some food, but we're seeing a bunch of decorations. Every designer store, I'm talking about from Chanel, Dior, Gucci, they all went off. I'm talking about, this is crazy.
London, I've never seen Christmas decorations like this. Cartier, I can't say the other one, Bulgari.
I don't even
I don't even know what that is, but the decorations were so pretty.
Yeah, so my first thought was that electricity. That was crazy. Like, I'm talking about, they painted like at least 500.
It was a lot of lights, but like, you've never seen anything like this before. Like the Chanel one blew me away. Like it's literally
I know you
the
want a
famous,
Chanel bag. Calm down.
No. The famous Chanel pearls are like hanging on the building. Like, come on now. That's such a cool idea.
They went all out. They go all out here in London. Like, it's definitely worth coming here during Christmas. At first we were paranoid. We're like, oh, it's probably gonna be over. Like we're coming right after Christmas. It's New Year's. They're probably gonna take that stuff down, get ready. No, like they kept it up. I mean, it makes sense. They went all out, so why not show it off? Like flex it.
Yeah.
So, we walked through there. We finally get food, and the next meal we got was
Korean food
in Chinatown.
Oh yeah.
And so we finally we stopped. We're like, hey, we gotta eat, and we want meat.
Yeah.
All the meat.
So we go to
Pause.
Korean barbecue.
But we got all the meat in the Korean barbecue. You know what I mean? So, food's good. We got typical pork, beef.
My favorite thing was these like fried kimchi pizza little slices. Those things were so good. I didn't even know what that was. I know it's kimchi, but it was so good.
I should have just said, give us the best stuff. Like whatever you think is the best, just hook it up.
We
Like,
also got some wings. Wings are pretty good.
you can't ever go wrong with Korean wings. We have a Korean spot in Houston, and honestly, it's the best spot. And Soulside Wings, shout out.
Shout out Soulside.
And so, yeah, that was it. That was it for the day.
Yeah, pretty much we called it there. We're slumped. I mean, we're full and we're tired. Today was a good day, actually. Today was full of food and a really nice show, actually.
It was.
Yeah. So we started off with visiting Big Ben today to go take some pictures.
It gets crazy how many people wait just to take a photo there. So we're like, we'll just wake up early, get our day started, go straight to see Big Ben.
Yeah, it was pretty early. Because we wanted to go get pictures by the infamous phone booth by Big Ben. So, but we did. We got our pictures. Super nice. And then after that,
let's go get some food. We go to Burroughs Market. It's a Saturday. First thing we see is a huge line, but we're like, hey, huge line, mob mentality.
Yeah, it ends up being, they call it toasty, a grilled cheese. But it was so good, and like you could see the guy like scraping the cheese off onto the bread, and we liked it. It was pretty good. It was really super cheesy. Bread was super soft, but also crunchy at the same time. I'd probably give that one like what?
I give it a good 8. It was good.
I give it an 8 too. I love cheese and bread.
Yeah.
So it was like heaven for me. It was really good. I will say the next stop was because of TikTok for us.
That is well.
We went to the famous chocolate covered strawberry stand. It was so good.
So I give it an 8 because the chocolate was good, but give it like 30 seconds and it's all hard. Like it's.
What do you mean by that?
It's hard to eat now. You can't really get it.
Yeah.
And it was tough. And so it's not as gooey and creamy as you would want it to be.
Yeah.
It was like Nutella, honestly, just dried up on the strawberry. So we got that. Which
is the point of Brewer Market. I mean, it's a food market. You're meant to go there and try all these different places. You just go in the middle. It's a place called the Black Pig, and that's what it was called. And we tried the sandwiches.
Yeah, we were like, "What's the most famous sandwich you guys had?"
Yeah.
And I made a mistake and got 2 of them because.
And I told him not to.
She did. Oh my god, I regret it so much because we didn't finish it.
2 thick sandwiches you're getting in one tray.
Wasn't that great either, I'll be honest. It was just a lot.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
We got the pork sandwich.
Wouldn't give it again.
Yeah. I'd probably give it like a 6.
Yeah, it's haram for one, so.
Brother,
And we're like, hey, let's get some dessert.
Yeah,
And it's a place called Humble Crumble, and so we get it.
it was good. We ended up ordering the. You can customize your own, but we get a set. We got a set one already that they're known for, and we got the apple crisp crumble. They're popular, and it was actually pretty good. Like the apples were fresh. You can taste the cinnamon, and like the crumble itself was pretty good. There was like a creme brulee like cream that we got on top, where they fired it up for you.
And the final verdict was
So I'd probably give it like 7.5.
hell no. So I give that thing a 5. Are we gonna trust her ratings or real foodie?
Oh, okay.
I weigh over 200 pounds.
Okay.
Alright. And from there, we gotta book it. We got a
Yeah.
big thing planned today. Let's get ready. So what do you think of the opera?
I thought it was amazing. First opera. First of all, the building itself was very beautiful. I can't even explain anything like it. It looked like straight up royalty in there. It felt kind of odd being in there in a building like that, but it was really nice. And the opera itself was, I mean, it was my first opera. I didn't really know what to expect besides all the singing, but they're telling a story while singing, so I thought that was pretty good.
Orchestra was right in front of us.
Yeah.
I was watching them, and some of the guys would play for like 30 minutes at a time.
They were so good too, though.
They were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. That was definitely my favorite part was the orchestra.
Yes.
I love the music.
Yes, Royal Opera House. You're gonna come to London. Recommend.
Sorry guys. And we were like, all right, like after the Royal Opera House, like we're going to go to Ramsay's restaurant in London. It's to be a good night.
But the restaurant is inside of a hotel, so the hotel itself was just super nice. So we took pictures. Of course, the Christmas decorations.
Gucci store as well in the
Yeah.
hotel. So you get the food, appetizers. We're like, hey, just made the appetizer.
Yeah.
Some mashed potatoes with like butter. Like I don't even know.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you want a bottle of wine? I was like, nah, I ain't got like that. So we get water and we make sure to tap because if you say water, they give you a bottle and they always charge you. And we're like, like $20 a bottle. And I'm like, might as well give me the bottle of wine, right? No, that thing was like 200. So anyways, so we get our food. She gets the...
I get the gnocchi
And-
pasta.
And I had to get the beef Wellington.
Yeah.
And
And it was exactly what we expected, not big portions.
yeah.
But I liked mine. I thought mine was good. Flavor was different, but it was a pumpkin butter squash sauce. So that I felt so fancy eating that. Like, come on now. Like,
It was pretty good.
it was pretty good.
We definitely finished that one. That was a good
Yeah.
one. That was great. And then the beef Wellington. That was... how would Gordon Ramsay say this?
Pissed, are you? I'm not as fucking... Look at me in the eyes! Not as pissed as I am! You fucking are! Donkey!
It was complete shite, yeah? And so, oh my god. It was just terrible. I don't know why you would pay so much money for this. Like, it was like burnt. Like, I don't know if it was just my taste buds. Like, UK is like, oh yeah, beef Wellington, yeah, let's get one. It was crap. Like, I did not like it. We literally had a 4-star subs to eat it and not gag. It maybe it's just on our taste buds. Maybe we're not bougie like that. The steak itself in the middle, that was great. That was cool. That was good. But the crisp part of it, I guess the beef that they like cook, because we looked it up, we're like, why did it taste like this? And so like the outer ring was just like basically ground beef, but like flavored, good, high quality.
Yeah.
And
That's
so,
what a beef Wellington's supposed to be. It's supposed to be meat on meat.
yeah, and so the bread itself was good, but the inside meat was disgusting. Like it struggled. I did not. She's lying. You know she always lies.
What do you rate it?
I give that thing a 3. Do not pay for it. It's not that great. I don't know if we just had a bad one. They're like, hey, it's 11 o'clock. Like, these guys are getting the last one, and it's 3 days old or something like that. But it was garbage. Like, I just don't recommend it. Like, we ate the steak, and we even left the crust of it. We're like, we can't. Like, I've never leave food on the plate. But I was like, we're leaving this today. Like, I can't. But we finally leave, and while we leave, though, it's probably midnight. But it starts raining, and we're in the rain just waiting for the bus, and we're panicking because it's like over an hour, the bus gets delayed. We're just like, are we gonna have to like Uber home tonight? Like, are we gonna pay like $100 Uber? Because Ubers in London are expensive, and we checked, it was up there.
Yeah.
So we're like, hey, like I think we're gonna have to take an Uber, like, and we wait another 30 minutes, and thankfully it shows up.
Yes.
But we take the bus, we finally get home, and
here we are.
That was it. So, Opera House.
Overall, probably one of my favorite days.